Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Cliff London Uncensored. I'm back. Anyway, sorry that I haven't been putting out as much content, but other positive news. I'm at over 500 subscribers, and that is amazing. I'm very happy. Thank you all for subscribing. I'm very grateful to all the new and old subscribers. Welcome, new people. To the point of this video. I don't know if you all have heard of the Karen Potter and Daunte Wright case. In case you haven't heard or don't know what it is, it's the incident where an officer, I'm gonna give it to you in a nutshell, was trying to stop Daunte Wright from fleeing in his car, and instead of pulling out her taser, she pulled out her gun. In the video, she can be heard going taser, taser, taser. Now, there's been I watched the woman on the stand during the footage, and people been really making racializing it and making it a left-right issue. But I have a different spin on this because I looked up a fact based off of a comment that I read in the stream, and come to find out that Karen Potter, the woman that was found guilty of manslaughter, she was a desk jockey. That was her gig for years and years and years. She was a desk jockey for years and wasn't used to being in the field. Now, one might say, well, that doesn't mean she should get off. No, she shouldn't, and she didn't. But most people think that she shouldn't have gotten off because she's an evil racist that just wanted to shoot a black man, which it was possible, but when I saw the footage of her on the stand, all possibility went out of my mind. But I will tell you how it was her fault. And I will also say the police department's fault. Now, I'm not a law enforcement officer, and I don't know much law technicality, but what I am is sort of a martial arts enthusiast nerd type, and I also look at what they call in the community RBD, reality-based defense. It's straight. There's some good stuff that comes from it, but I just check it out because mainly to the point is that when you deal with weapons, with knives and stuff like pepper spray, tasers, mace, collapsible baton. One thing they talk about in these courses and all the books that I've read as well is just having the weapon isn't enough. Knowing how to get to it and having it be second nature to you is part of it. The first thing before you even use it is being able to get to it and get to know where it is quick. And so, for example, like I said, I live in Chicago, and it's extremely difficult to get a firearm. And also, I don't live in the worst part either. I was smart enough not to live there. But anyway, that's a different video. I also don't live in the suburbs either. But the whole point is that I know, because I carry like a baton, pepper spray, sometimes a fixed blade knife, because you don't want to deal with this folding thing. I'll deal with the consequences later because those are all illegal weapons. But I'll deal with that, if ever. I'll deal with that at a different time. But anyway, I know where to get to it to where it's second nature to me because I walk around in my spare time sometimes as part of my regiment. I'll walk around and I'll just getting to it real fast. Just knowing where it is without thinking about it over and over again. Hundreds of, probably about 100 times, sometimes 200, but I do it daily, because, and I'll practice. Okay. So even if and then the thing is, let's say that I'm having something new. Let's say that I forget something and all I have is a Kubaton, which is basically, it's a spike. Let's say all that I have is that. Okay, so now, on the walk home or on the train when it looks like something, there's some unsavory people, my first thought goes, where is it? Do I need to adjust it so that I can get to it and be ready to fight with it if I need to? And so my point with all this is that I feel like Karen Potter and the police department just were negligent in the fact that I really think that they should have looked at the fact that she was behind the desk all this time and that she might need a little bit of a morning refresher training before actually hitting the beat. Where you got to keep your taser. If you're unsure, maybe have your hand on it, something. And this is why people go, and I think this is one reason why a lot of people want to believe that she just wanted an excuse to shoot a black man, shoot Daunte Wright, because they, in their mind, they're going, well, she's a professional police officer. She should know the difference between the two. And in a way, I agree. But, if you're not if you're not training yourself, who knows? She may have been given a taser that morning and said, oh, yeah, we have to have alternative things. So she may have been given it that day, or she may have done those thousands of reps with where her firearm was, and that's where her muscle memory went. But again, in those situations, I'm just speculating here. I mean, I would probably have it close to my hand so that I didn't. Like, I would be paranoid about grabbing my gun on accident, especially with the way things are now, because unfortunately, her superiors, the department, and herself, the lack of training cost her career and cost some guy his life who shouldn't have been fleeing. Let's not turn this guy into an honor roll student. I hate when people do that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Do you think Karen Potter was trying to pull a fast one so she can get a chance to shoot a black guy? Do you think it was an accident? As I do. I mean, it was an accident, but it was one born of negligence. But I don't think this woman did this on purpose at all. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments section. It's good to be talking to you guys again. I'm going to be putting out more content. I'm going to do a new plan where I set things to premiere because it's hard doing it, as you know, with a newborn. Anyway, just remember, everybody, there is no fate but what we make for ourselves. Have a good day. I'm Cliff London.